Thank you for joining me today. There are lots of tips out there telling you what you should do, and I don't think people are paying attention to it enough. So maybe I should share what you need to do to fail. So that way it's like reverse psychology. So if I tell you how to fail, you would ensure you don't do it so you don't fail. If you want to fail, then don't listen to me. Don't listen to anything I have said. Go ahead and do these things, and trust me, you will fail your visa, interview. But if you do not want to fail, then ensure that you do not make any of the mistakes that I have listed here. So thank you very much for staying with me. As always, my name is Otto Tom. I'm a travel enthusiast. I have traveled through 5 continents of the world, and my ultimate goal is to explore all 7. I'm able to give you all this information because I personally have applied to more embassies than I can count. So this information that I'm giving here is based on my own personal experience and then the experience of the people, close to me, and their mistakes that I have seen people make over time. I see this happen all the time. Most visa applications are filled with lies. Like, people think they can get away with just about anything. Now, yes, I know there are people who have applied for visas telling lies and they've been successful, but it's never a good idea to tell lies. No matter how good you are at lying is never a good idea, because if you tell lies, then you have to be consistent with the lie. For example, you're applying for a visa this year and then you tell a lie. 2 years down the line, you're applying to the same country, and then maybe forgot the lie you told, or you do not have record of the lie, or maybe your circumstance has changed and made it really difficult for you to maintain the lie that you told the previous time. Now, what does that mean? You either have to find a way to rectify the lie that you told, or to arrange your affairs in such a way that you're telling more lies to cover up that lie. It's never really a good idea. You can actually be banned for a period of 5 to 10 years from applying for a visa to that country. Yes, I know most people would say, oh, I told the truth before and then I wasn't granted a visa. Yes, I know, but there's something, you can present your truth in a way that you don't have to tell a lie. Now, I know you would say, okay, she's a lawyer, she's speaking from that angle, but I'm telling you, the ways you can tell the truth that would not actually compel you lying. So do not lie in your visa application. I find that people lie. People even lie. For example, they want to prove that they are married. They lie about being married, and then they now have to obtain like fake documents to actually prove that to actually support that lie. Like, most people are actually really thorough. In terms of, most embassies are very thorough when it comes to verifying documents presented during your visa application. Just present your case in the most honest, possible way, and ways that will not get you into trouble. So do not tell a lie. Providing information that has nothing to do with your visa application. If you do have a property that you have paid for, then of course you would have your title documents to the property, and then you would just present that as, this is proof of the assets that I own in my country, so I'm not going to abandon here because I do have ties here. But let's say you're still in the process of negotiating a purchase of a property, and then all you have is maybe letters between you and the realtor or the lawyer, whoever is handling that, just showing that you're interested in the transaction. I don't know how that actually helps you, because you do not own the property and you did not purchase the property. Do not provide any information that you know would negatively impact the outcome of your visa application. Providing fake documents. Do you want to get me started on that? Most people think, oh, what is the big deal? Embassies are so busy that they do not have the time to verify these documents. You are wrong. When you provide, I have worked for an organization that was responsible for verifying visa documents and conducting maybe like background checks on visa applicants. Embassies do verify these documents. So you do not want to provide a fake document. I talked about someone providing a fake marriage certificate because they want to convince the visa officer that they actually married to whoever they claim to be married to, or maybe people including a fake employment letter, or it could be a fake bank statement, or in this case, it could even be a hotel reservation that is not valid. You say, oh, you're staying here, you go online and then you book, and you make a reservation, you print out your confirmation, and then you cancel your reservation. Like, at least you can wait until you collect your visa before you make that cancellation. Most embassies do run these checks. So if you have a hotel reservation, keep it valid for the period of your visa application. Even with tickets, no, there are very few embassies that actually require that you have a ticket reservation, because it really doesn't make sense that I do not know if I'm going to be granted a visa or not, and then I should go purchase a ticket. They don't expect that you would, have, buy a ticket. Most of them would even advise you not to make concrete plans until you know the outcome of your visa application. But at best, even if you're going to buy a ticket, buy a flexible one, buy one with, a good refund policy. So if your visa application is not granted, you would be able to get your money back, because really the embassy is not responsible to you if you make payment for your ticket and then you don't get a refund. Another thing I find that people do, a lot of people do it, is fake bank statement. Good luck if you are caught. Your visa application will be denied. Like I always tell people, there's so many ways you can build your bank record over a period of time just to show that you have activities in this account. It's not necessarily you telling people come and put in money in there, because what I find that people do is that they know they have an application to make in a month, and then they now reach out to friends to tell their friends to just come and dump money into their account and then take it out immediately after putting it, just to show that they actually have money. Embassies do verify. They may not verify on all, but what makes you so sure that your own case would not be different? First of all, they want to see the activities. No one is looking to see that there's money sitting down in your account and then you don't have it. They know you have a life. Even they don't have huge money sitting in their account, they will not be there working. They don't want to see that there are millions sitting in your account. They just want to know that based on your lifestyle and whatever position you actually declare in your application form, that you can afford to pay for your trip. If you're going to have money going there, do it over time. Of course, if you say you're paying for your trip, then your bank statement or your income, your monthly income, would definitely show that yes, you can afford to pay for your trip, or you have saved enough money to be able to go on this trip. So have that money sitting in your account to cover your trip and enough to take care of yourself even when you come back. And when you're saying you're going on a trip, I realize that most people, they say, okay, they are paying for their trip. They have, let's say, for example, 1 million naira to embark on that trip. And then they go and make a hotel reservation that is like 800,000 200,000 naira for 2 weeks. So you go, you're saying you have 1 million naira available to you for that trip, but yet the hotel reservation that you paid is already like 800,000 naira. It doesn't make sense, because the interviewing officer is going to look at it. Oh, she's going to buy a ticket. Where's the ticket money going to come from? She'll need pocket money. Where's the pocket money going to come from? So you have 1 million to spend. Go online. There are hotels for every budget. Go and look for a hotel of 300,000. Yes, look for the hotel of 300,000 that out of your 1 million naira. So let's say your hotel is 300,000 for the period. Your ticket is another 300,000 for the period. Your feeding and pocket money is 400,000, naira. And then the interviewing officer will look at it. Okay, she's thinking. She knows what, she knows about travel. She's able to take care of herself because she's arranging her business in a way that she can afford to pay for this. So that these are things that people just think maybe when it has to do with visa application, all you just need to just give them what you have to think the way they would think. If you were in their position and you're assessing, you're trying to find out if this person is telling the truth or not, how would you assess whatever document is being presented? Apply the same common sense to your own visa application, and then judge yourself before submitting yourself for others to judge you. Don't mess things up and then come out and say, oh, they're wicked, they don't want to give you a visa. Yes, I know most people don't like Nigerians, or maybe they like to deny our visa application. We're too many. But then if you put your best foot forward, they would, they wouldn't have a very good reason to deny your visa application. So do it good right the first time so you don't have to do it again. In your application form, you will be asked if you've been denied a visa to that country or any other country. Most people always say no. It is never a good idea. You might think, oh, they will not find out. What has UK embassy got to do with US embassy? They don't have a central system that will make them know if I was denied a visa. Oh, good luck. I always tell the truth. Always tell the truth. I've been granted a Schengen visa before. And then I applied again and I was denied for no justifiable reason. And I've applied for several visas after that, and it had no bearing at all. As a matter of fact, when you're sincere about these things, they always ask you for the reason why you were denied. And once they see you are upfront and sincere, they look at the reason, because the reason why you were denied is usually a big deal. They would assess that reason against their own judgment of your own visa application. So yes, I know you might be tempted to say no, but it's never a good idea. Do I know if they actually really verify? If they do not verify, they will not ask you. There's a reason why that information is there, and that it's there so that you can tell the truth. So if you've had previous visa denials, definitely you would probably have known why you were denied a visa. They always tell you why. It always comes in a white paper. If you apply for a visa and then you get your passport back with a white paper, just noisy. So they always tell you why you're denied a visa. So when you're making another application and they ask you if you've ever been denied a visa to that country or any other country, always provide that information. When they see that you're sincere, they might take a second look and have mercy upon you. So do not keep that information away, particularly if it's the same country. Like you think they don't have record. They have data. They're asking you if their country, they've denied you visa before, and you're saying no. They're looking at it on the system. They can see it. All they need to do is key in your passport number, your name, everything. Once you do your biometric, everything comes out. So you need to be upfront and honest about your history, your visa application history to that particular country or any other country. Now, that doesn't mean that if you were denied 3 times or 2 times, you should say 2 times. Have you been denied? Yes. If you're denied twice, provide information for one and then walk away. You've been honest enough. Like I said, I'm experiencing this because I've applied to more embassies than I can count. So I do have a travel blog, which is Workaholic, and there you can find tips and visa interview tips and guidance on how you can apply to any country of your choice. So you just need to put in the country keyword, and then it will take you straight to the article. If you have any question for me, you can leave a comment here and I would respond. I always respond. So thank you very much for sticking with me. I'll see you next time. And also in the comment section, feel free to tell me what videos you would like to see. I would make sure that you have it. So thank you very much and see you next time.